fresh off the print. Literally had to make them while I was there. Papau! Espanol! Espanol! Boom! That's about as good as my Spanish is going to be for today. I am excited. E93 is just waiting on its plates now. We've got new to me radio. Radio was fitted, fits, no problem, matched it all up. Came a little bit dirty, but it's all clean, looking sharp. And that's the interior, absolutely spot on, ready to go. Exterior spot on, just needs good old clean, polish, pictures taken with the new plates on. Once the plates are on, then I'll take the photos. There's nothing worse than seeing, even when I'm looking for cars to buy, and you see someone that says, oh, it's going to be on Spanish plates soon. It just puts you off straight away. It's like, well, it's not ready to go, is it? So, plates on. It looks better as well. Cars look so much better with white number plates front and back. That yellow doesn't look good even on a yellow car. So, wait for them. Nice brand new plates, even if I wasn't importing a car. If I was just literally buying a car, fixing it up that was Spanish, already on Spanish plates, and even if there was a slight mark on there, brand new plates set it off. Even if you weren't doing bumper repair, that brand new plate on there just makes it look like it's been well cared for. I've seen some in terrible states with wood screws in, bent up and everything like that, and just puts you off. It's like, how many times has that been crashed? So wait for that, and we'll get the other jobs started soon. We've got the boost leak and the indicator relay on the motorhome that he's doing, and we've got the arms drop links on the X5 and a service and a test, and we wait for Monday for the C180. So let's see what happens the next couple of days. Fleet, current Spanish fleet that is. It's almost full circle. There's just about 8-year gap from the last time I had multiple BMWs. But it's a little bit of an upgrade on all of them from last time, and we've got a motorhome. This one's to sell. The M57 is a keeper, and the motorhome is a keeper. But I think the plan has been for a while as a 6 Series convertible as a third car. That's nice though. Maybe a 335i in that. Because the stupid eco stickers that you've got to have to get into certain big cities means that 3-litre diesel can't get in, motorhome can't get in, 2-litre diesel can't get in, even though it does 65 mile to the gallon. But a 3-litre inline 6 petrol with a few turbos, yeah, you can come in, no problem. Get your cylinder, stupid. Just been sealing the rest of the roof where the join is here, because we've had a lot of heavy wind and I've just put it off, and I've decided, right, let's do it. Get bored, nothing to do. In the motorhome, just testing to see if this noise has decided to improve, air leak. And then I'm definitely 100% sure it is definitely an inlet manifold that's got a crack in or something. And if I've managed to fix it to a point, it means I know exactly whereabouts it is. I'll get the parts order. However, we're on a bit of a stall on the E93. I've just spoke to them. They reckon the plates aren't going to get here till early to mid next week, which is annoying because it's longer than what they normally take. So I can't advertise that yet. So let's go do another job. We need to do this one. Right. Ignore that clicking. That's the indicator relay. Well, you can hear that quite obviously. Do you know what? The power's definitely better. So I have obviously closed that gap, but obviously not completely. So inlet manifold off. Yeah, inlet manifold off. I think that's going to have to be maybe a job for the day. We'll get that started and then go from there. Yeah, squeaky. So I've obviously got the right place, it just needs to be repaired properly. Our plan. The wife wants to use the motorhome to go somewhere soon. So that means I'm going to have to carry on with my botch job. And it's messy. This is what I'm using. High temp silicone gasket maker. And it is the last of it. I've ordered some more actually, auto dock. It's unfortunate that I didn't really have this off, know exactly which part I needed to be able to order from auto dock to get here next week. Again, it was not in our list of priority jobs to do. So torch is awesome. You can see where I've been making an absolute mess of this, but you can also see potentially on there someone previously to me has put what looks like wood screws in between, and it looks like down here they've actually, what I think they've done is I think they've melted it all the way around, melted and fused it together, because it's hard to touch as opposed to like silicone. So I am botching a botch here, but it's obviously failed from when they've done it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on. It's going to be a couple of days till we use it for the weekend. See what it's like power wise, motorway, picking up speed, etc, stuff like that. And then when we get back, whip it off, get the exact part number. I've got a part number, but it just, every time I've searched for it, it just doesn't look right. Like, I don't know if this is slightly modified or if it's totally standard this. So yeah, we'll chuck this on, crack on. Making a mess. Yeah, making a mess. So we'll leave that for a couple of days, and then when I use it, it's only a temporary fix. And to be honest, it ain't the quickest thing in the world anyway. And it's always 3.5 tons. You know, it's not like a normal van will spend generally a lot of its time empty and a lot of its time full. So like going there, filling up, driving somewhere, emptying it, all the stuff they took to that one place, delivering or working, driving empty somewhere else, getting your supplies for the next one or your deliveries, blah. But as a motorhome, you're always mountain bikes, tables, chairs, gas bottles. You're always a little bit heavier than vans empty anyway, because you've got a kitchen in there, you've got beds and stuff like that. So you're forcing that to drive everywhere, fully loaded, 3.5 ton. So you need the power, and you notice the power when it's not there. So I don't know why they didn't just replace it. A lot of things I question about people with cars for little tiny repairs, or people that don't service. Like, why wouldn't you service a vehicle once a year or every? I do 10,000 kilometers, something like that. I don't do 10,000 miles. I do 10,000 kilometers. About 6,000 miles when I was back in the UK. Because for the sake of, well, 10 litres of oil is €50, and that's long life man oil stuff. And a filter's a tenner. Why wouldn't you do that once a year or every 10,000? Like, why risk it for the potential £2,000 new engine, or £1,000 for recon engine, that is, or £1,000 for turbo, or you know what I mean? It's just, and then little things like that. I know that box, they are actually expensive looking at them, a few £100, like 300 quid or something. But you get a second-hand one that's probably in just as good condition as a new one, potentially 40-50 quid. So I'm dying. That might be the end of my illness, hopefully. Anyway, let's crack on. We have been up since silly o'clock, just carrying on from other jobs, looking at the next jobs. As mentioned in 6 Series quite a lot. Spotted a nice one here. It is category S written off in its past, but it is also fixed, and it is beautiful with only 93,000 miles on the clock. This one here, obviously the convertible, 3 litre and 90,000. No single issue. Obviously it's the high tat bracket. Now what my plan would be, let's see if I can actually look into the camera, because that's the difficult thing when I'm on widescreen. What I would plan to do is fly into Luton, take a train, the half an hour to a place called Acton, and then I would have a or depending which one you use, let's click this one, 4 hour and 55 minutes, so 5 hours. Although I'm in a inline 3 litre petrol, may get there a bit quicker. Back to my parents' house, and from my parents' house, I will potentially leave it there. It's on a private plate, which could recoup some of my money. So what I might do is put the private plate up on retention, have that up for sale at a bargain price, and I may be able to recoup up to half of the value of the vehicle that I'm buying at a good price. So yeah, this is very interesting. It's a bit of a road trip. So I'd be, flying into Luton, picking up a car, driving it back to the UK, put the registration on retention, and driving hopefully the C180 back here. That's all going well. That's if this is still for sale. And that's if the C180 is ready to go. So that is an option for an ideal world. If this is still available and the C180 is not, then potentially I could just drive this straight back to Spain. I'd get on obviously a Eurotunnel and come back, but these fetch 14,000+ with that many kilometers on, and it is the good engine as well. It's at that reliability. It's the N52. It's the engine to get. It's the era of when they've kind of lost it a bit afterwards. The N53 isn't as good. The N52 is the better engine. It's more to tax, it's less economical, but it's more reliable. It revs up to 7,000. No turbos to worry about. It isn't direct injection, it is port injected. You don't have problems with the high pressure fuel pump or water pump, which you do in the newer one. Although this one does have a small iDrive system, which is, this iDrive is tiny, it's so small, and such a big GT cruiser, it's pathetic, to be honest. But it looks clean. It's going to be difficult, this one, because I might actually keep this one. If I can get this a good price, get it imported, it's one of those things where you can just sit on it and keep it, and you'll always be sitting in equity. The leather's good. It's really tatty carpets, which is in and out with dirty boots or something. But yeah, this is an interesting one. So that's my route, fly in, route, and then Amsterdam ferry. That would be ideal. Otherwise it'd be this, boom, home. And there it is there, with a private reg. I will not be releasing this video until I have bought it, or decided not to. Yeah. See what I mean? The screen is toy. It's just the little one. Look at all that. So yeah, we'll get onto that. And here we go. I may need to sell the 3 Series E93 in order to get this though. In fact, I probably will. So yeah, let's go. Well, what was going to be a quick blast out in the motorhome, early afternoon, setting off 1:30, get down to the beach somewhere, park up. I suddenly got the phone call that the number plates are ready for the E93. Now, annoyingly, it's really close to where we're going in the motorhome. However, I think it's best if I blast off in the X5, go and get them on to the car so I can get it advertised this weekend, then jump in the motorhome and then go away. So I am doing an hour round trip, possibly a bit less, to come get them, stick them on, get some photographs. So we are progressing. I'm so glad though. Getting them getting them on a Friday, so get up online for people to have a look over the weekend is ideal. So we'll see how we go. I'm tempted not to put it up for as high so I can get it turned around and flipped quicker, because I've now seen that 630i, which could be a good little investment. I've also seen an SQ5. It's a good price, but it's more of a budget. However, right, let's go and get these plates. Let's get these plates on and up for sale. Let's go. Fresh off the print, literally had to make them while I was there. Papao, Espanol, boom. That's about as good as my Spanish is going to be for today. I am excited. So let's get these on, get the photos taken, get a So I love that excitement and that buzz. It's like plateaued for the last couple of days where I've been like twiddling my thumbs, nothing to do. I'm like, what can I do? Especially when I found out it was going to be early next week before I get there. And I'm like, there's nothing to do. But now, get the plates on, let's go! Let's get hounded by loads of people messaging me, is this still available? Or the problem I get is I do get, well, Spanish people have bought the last 2 right-hand drivers. However, I do get a lot of Spaniards that start messaging, and I've got to make it abundantly clear that it is a right-hand drive, because you'd be surprised how many people don't look at photographs. Certain few people have actually turned up and driven 50 minutes to come and have a look at a car. It's right-hand drive. That's no good. And then they've just walked off. Cheers. You eyes. Do this. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So the pictures have been taken. It's up online. She's looking shiny. See what I mean about white plates? As soon as you've got a white plate on, it looks so much better than... Let's get that out of you. The sunshine. So we've got it up on the usual Facebook marketplace, plus there's similar to Auto Trader, which is called Coches.net, and also Wallapop. Don't know if you get that in the UK. It's a big thing over here for Spanish. Can't really zoom out enough when I'm on this mode. I've just logged into Wallapop for the first time since I sold the, what was it? The Mercedes, and had like a couple of messages, and I was like, that's weird. And they weren't messages, it was notifications about a couple of cars that I had saved ages ago, and they're like scrappy little like VW Polos and stuff like that, and it's like, wow, how far I have come from what I was originally looking at and what I was thinking about buying to what I've ended up buying and flipping and doing up and selling, like prestige mid 2000s, late 2000s cars instead of 1.4 Polos. So yeah, doing well. So fingers crossed this one goes quick. Flip it around. 630i, maybe a bit of a silly purchase, so I will. I definitely want to keep it. I have to be quiet because my wife's just over there. And she's like, no, you can't keep it. I'm like, I want to keep it. Well, we'll see how we go for the weekend. The motorhome trip today was put on hold because of the plates arriving so quickly, or unexpectedly, I think is the word. So we're going to do that tomorrow and put the feelers out, get sharing the post, and see if the get any interest on the E93. It's looking very nice. Now the sun is out and there's no wind. Done a good job, yeah. Hey, there's Elna rig, just parked up, Mar Menor. Lovely, beautiful sunshine. Bike's out, bag full of beers. Isabella's ready to go. Ready? She ready?
Isabella, ready.
Yes. Daddy, ready. Yes.
Mommy, ready.
No. A weekend away in the motorhome, just a quick one. Lovely area, like it's the Mar Menor, it's like a man-made lake, years old. Beautiful weather, caught a bit of sun, a little bit, which I needed. And the motorhome was obviously still got that whoosh noise, slightly different sound because of, I know the area. I needed to get the inlet manifold. It's obviously got a leak. The power was a little better. obviously it's affecting the miles per gallon and stuff like that, so it's going to have to be put on the back burner for now though, because we've got to get this E93 sold. It's up for sale, so it's all done. If you want to watch some of those videos, I've got 60-70 videos starting from the purchase, the trip over from the UK to Spain, all the problems it's had, all the problems that's been fixed, the full restoration from unloved car that had been like trashed and thrashed around to as good as I can make it, and good car for the next person. So go and watch some of those videos. There's a playlist which you can see. There's going to be hopefully a new project starting, which I've mentioned quite a lot, the C180. That goes into the garage in the UK to get the prop shaft bearing, donuts and engine mounts done, to hopefully get rid of this horrible washboard drudder. And then that project will be getting started. I'll be flying into UK, pick that one, road trip back. Haven't decided what parameters I'm going to do, because last time I did try to get here in 2 tanks with the E93, which was a success. The time before that I tried to get here in 2 days in the CLK, which I did, and that was a success. Slightly different route, that one, through Paris, which, is it quicker? I don't know. Or was I just a bit more lucky with the traffic or something? I don't know. But yeah, have a think. Anyone's got any ideas for the C180, what I should try and do? Because it's a petrol, the miles per gallon ain't going to be as good. So what is it going to be, 3 tanks? But I don't want to have to do the same thing over and over again. This one might actually just be, can it get here without breaking down? Because I obviously haven't got as much confidence in it as I had with other ones that I've brought over. So yeah, we'll have a think about that. So I'm going to wrap up this video and follow the shorts to see what happens with this. You can see my colouring. Oh yeah, look at the tan. Get in. Yeah, so keep up to date with that one. It'll be in the playlists, the shorts and stuff. I might do another video to cover that. This week we're going to be receiving the servicing parts for the X5, and I've got obviously the drop links and track rod ends that need to be replaced on that. Like I say, this is getting left for now. We know what's wrong with it. We know what we've got to do to it. It's also got that indicator relay, which is annoying, but it doesn't need a test for a while. So this will be the end of the video, and fingers crossed this bad boy is gone in the next few weeks or so, or next few days or so I should say. Thanks for watching. Like I say, drop us a like and a subscribe, and if you've got any suggestions on the C180 project road trip, or if you've got any cars in the UK, if you're watching from the UK and you've got something that needs a bit of loving and you think it's going to be good for the channel and something to bring back, or if you've got a 6 Series that maybe needs a bit of work that you want to sell me and I can afford it and it's worth it, it's DM me and give us a message. Adios.